Hi guys. So, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is currently August 1st and hotter than Blitzy's outside in Kansas. I am working through one of my doll patterns and I'm just going step by step by step, making sure that I have all my instructions wrote clearly. I've been taking some photographs, and something I noticed was some of them, are kind of, I don't know, seem sort of repetitious. For me, I've been sewing since I was young, so to be having to be so detailed, I'm concerned that these will be purchased by people who don't have very much experience sewing. So, it's like, it just worries me that I won't be detailed enough. But hopefully I am. I've been taking some pictures and I kind of keep getting the craving to just hand draw the little things. So, like, instead of doing photographs, because you can tuck them in and out, amongst the words and stuff, little drawings. But so far I've got the babe done, and that went really well. Did find a few things that I wanted to elaborate on. It's really funny because the things that concern me are like, well, what if this person doesn't know that you're supposed to do, how easy it is to make a little tuft of hair? Well, okay, to me, used embroidery floss, wrap it around your finger, 2 fingers, 6 times. Put a thread through and tie a knot, and shazam, cut off the bottom, you got a little tuft of hair. But I remember that there's a lot of people that don't get into stuff like sewing, and they weren't raised with it. So, I don't know, it's kind of silly to worry about that kind of stuff. I guess if somebody doesn't understand, they can always message me, and I'm more than happy to help people get through rough spots. But I think it's kind of cute. It just looks so snuggly. Oh, here's a kitty cat I made off a pattern I got off of Etsy. It matches me. Oh my gosh, isn't it beautiful? No, it's cute. Little meow meows. I made several of those. But here's another one that I got off of Etsy that I made. It's supposed to look kind of like that one company. I do not know. It's like a German or Swiss company that makes the little tiny mice families. Sell them for a ridiculous amount. And I've got new step grandbabies, and I just want to make them everything. They're little. I want to make them stuff to love and snuggle with and get good memories. So, and then someday I'll have grandchildren through my children. So, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they don't live too far away and I'll be able to see them, every couple of months anyway. But we shall see. This little guy looks kind of pissy, doesn't he? He's mad because Mama took him out in the cool air. Yeah, it ain't cool here, baby. Anyway, so my next thing I'm working on is making the baby bed, which isn't difficult. It does concern me how hard it'll be to explain. That's my biggest problem. It's not really a problem. I just, worry, because it's what I do. So, anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. My day's been pretty good. I went to the eye doctor. I had to tell myself, you're not scared to have him touch your eyeball. It's okay. And he put the stuff in my eyes to make it numb. And of course, you know, you're sitting there and you're like, blink, 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 blink. It's ridiculous. And he's like, okay, well, let me try it with my hand type of thing, hand tool. And I'm like, okay. So finally I got myself calmed down enough to be able to let him do that. I don't think I mentioned in my last video that I have had bariatric surgery. I had it January 7th of this year, 2024, and it's been definitely hard work. I mean, you know, when your whole life revolves around food and it makes it where you can't eat hardly anything, it changes things, you know. But I feel like I am definitely figuring things out. I lost 30 pounds pre-op, you know, during the 6 month of getting ready for the surgery. And then after that, I've lost 80. So I've lost 110 pounds since last summer. So that's pretty substantial. Maybe I'll do a video on that at a later date once I learn how to add pictures and stuff, you know, like right here, see? I don't know how to do that yet. Anyway, one of the things that helps me a lot, because I was always a sugar addict, and the thought of not having anything sweet ever again is just heartbreaking to me. And I know it's stupid, but it is what it is. We got to learn how to work around it. So I get these little Werther Originals. I'm sorry, it's backwards, but Werther's Originals. These are sugar-free. This one is cafe. There's a chocolate one. I have my little candy bowl right here. I don't eat that much out of it. I've had all of these for quite a while, but I find that what I do is I put these in my pocket, and then like if I'm in Walmart going grocery shopping, it's not so bad now. Boy, in the beginning it was horrible. It was like, oh, your monsters are around every corner. Bread, sugar, pastries, candy everywhere. I mean, believe me, it's not easy. But anyway, they also have Jolly Ranchers. It's funny because they're kind of an oval shape, like a jelly bean, sort of, but they're pretty tasty. And you know, these are pretty good. I mean, they don't taste sugar-free at all. That hits the spot. So if this is the difference between my old habits of thinking that I need to go and get ice cream after I've gone to Walmart grocery shopping, because I live in a small town that stuff's not as easy accessible. We don't have any, we don't have a Walmart, we don't have an ice cream store or anything like that. So, but anyway, yeah, they help me. I've gotten now to the point where I don't need them as often, but sometimes it's really handy. Anyway, here's something else I've made. It's kind of fun. I never finished it. It's a piece of wood, 1/4 inch plywood, that I cut out with my scroll saw. I drew it on with a pencil. Then I colored it with paint, regular watered down acrylic paints. And then I went over it with my Dremel tool, one of the little sharp tips kind of thing, like a little ball or something. And I did all this little drawing, and I think it turned out really cute. And the goal is to tie it here and then tie something here and have something hanging underneath it to have a like a little plant or a rooting jar type thing hanging from it. So we'll see, maybe someday we'll do it. I have it sitting here to remind me to, well, not only as like decor, but to remind me to do it. And then I just seen this. I have this little swallow that I cut out of MDF at one point in time to make broken china mosaics on. So I have this sitting over here to remind me to do broken china mosaics when I get a chance. No, I just got a new job. I've been a stay-at-home wife for a year and a half now. And originally I had a lot of problems with my my right ankle. I'm thinking I broke it or something because the pain was so severe. And it was a small enough one that the doctors for some reason couldn't find it. And the pain I was experiencing was like at about an 8 or a 9 out of 10 all the time. And I had to work. I worked 10-hour days and I had to stand up, 5 days a week. And it was really hard for me to get healed up from working on it all week. And so in January of 23, I tripped and fell and broke my ankle. And I broke my right ankle, the one that's had been giving me so much trouble, and my left arm. And that happened because I was walking with my hand in he was my fiance at the time, he's my husband now, but I was walking with my hand in the crook of his arm, and as I tripped, his reaction was to stop me, to keep me from falling, which in turn broke my arm. And he felt incredibly bad about that. But when you know a person and you know they're a good person, they didn't do it on purpose, it's really no big deal at all. And it didn't hurt that bad. I mean, it messed me up, but I've been through worse stuff, put it that way. I was in the hospital / rehab for 10 days, so that was very unpleasant. Just the fact that being left-handed and breaking my left arm and making it where you can't move it, for quite some time, that was the worst part. Anyway, being dependent on other people. So anyway, I got to be, when it was time to go back, he told me I didn't have to, which was wonderful. Because between that, when they fixed my ankle, they had to put a metal plate in it. Between the combination of that, getting to be off work, and losing 100 pounds, my foot only gives me trouble when I've been wearing like flip-flops or just, very non-supportive shoes, which I can still wear dress shoes and things like that. It doesn't bother me. But, or walking, like being on it for 8 hours and really going at it, that seems to cause me some discomfort. But compared to the way it was with 24/7 bone aching and inflammation, and I am so grateful, because that was like a good 3 years worth of severe pain like that. It's amazing that I was able to make it through that. But anyway, so I've been home, and he works from home, so he likes having me around. And I've always been very, very independent. And being that I wasn't making a living, it was hard. It's been hard for me to stay focused, because I mentioned I have ADHD, and I'm always chasing that dopamine fix. That I can make things, but then I lose interest, and I can make just about anything, and if I could focus on 1 or 2 things, then I would, I could make a living doing it. I know I could. I've been successful selling stuff, but I never get it. I never do it long enough. But anyway, so I kind of get to the point where I'm sort of bored, which I'm sure I'll probably regret saying that. But anyway, I applied at a little cafe here in town, little tiny thing. It's so cute. It was built in a shop that used to sell antique hardware, that was set up just like it had been 100 something years ago, 130 years ago or so. And so it's got all the neat tin ceilings and stuff. I don't know, it's a beautiful little cafe, and I love coffee, so I love the smell of it. And they've started serving food, and they're opening a little restaurant and bar on the other side of it. And so she's looking for some people, and it's like a quarter mile from my house. So it's, you know, it's just going to be fun to have a little bit of funny money coming in. Stuff to buy more patterns off of Etsy. So anyway, plus since I've lost all this weight, I'm able to buy more stuff like right off the rack at the thrift stores, and I absolutely have a blast doing that. And the nice thing is when you're spending like $2.50 for a blouse, you know, it's slow fashion, it's recycle, upcycle, whatever you want to call it, thrifting. Is the thing I enjoy is that if it's something that once I get home, I tried it on before, but I get home and say a week later, I'm like, you know what, why did I buy that? I don't feel bad about donating it to my thrift store in my town here, because the money that they get at their little thrift store goes back into the community to help with food, commodities, and stuff like that. And when I was a single mom, there was a couple times when I had to go get a box of food, and I appreciate that. And I know, you know, we don't always get put in situations that we want to be in, and it was helpful. So that's cool. So anyway, that's a little bit about my day. I went and got my eyes checked. Woohoo! But I ordered me some little round glasses that are like frosted white. I don't know, they're cute. They're gonna look real artsy fartsy, and I love that. So my dog is barking. He's our security system, and a good one at that. But anyway, well, I think that's all for today. I enjoyed chatting with you. Thank you for coming and spending the time to get to know me. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.